Let's see here. Am I live right now? Yeah, I think that now I'm live. Oh, at least I can be live here. Uh, Now I think I'm live again. I think we have a better connection than last time that we had to restart. So yeah, if you join, just let me know how the stream is going, because I we have to restart. We had to restart. And yeah, it seems like now we are live. Now we're live. Yeah, we're live right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I hope this is yeah. So there's someone viewing. Can if you are on the chat, could you please send a message? It doesn't matter what it is, just so I know that the stream is live and is working correctly. Or could you say like, yeah, it's working fine, or is it lagging? Something along those lines, so I know how the stream is going, because we had to restart. Okay, so that's such a bummer that we have to restart, because now there's going to be like two uploads on the re-uploads on the stream page, like on the live tab on YouTube. There's going to be two uploads. And yeah, let me see here if everything's working as intended. And it seems it is. It seems it is. So I will check tomorrow what I can do to improve this. Okay. Let's do the functionality for this, because we were before this happened, we were doing the settings menu. And in the settings menu we have the reset button, the restart button, the music slider, the SFX slider, and quit the menu and to desktop. So yeah, let's just go here. And on our canvas, I think we are going to add another script. See here. Clark Seven says it's perfectly working now, bro. But I don't know if you can see my chat. Yeah, I can see your chat now. It's working, so that's perfect. Super cool. Um, and it says here that we are at full, like transmitting at full capacity. Like we have all the bars that are, and we are on green. So that's cool. So yeah, the only bad thing about this is that, well, it cuts our stream in half. Like we have two parts of the stream, and when it gets re-uploaded, or when I re-upload it, it's going to be like two streams for one day in the live tabs. So yeah, let's continue doing this. So we were doing the settings menu. We are going to do the functionality for each one of this. So we need a new script. Yes, so we need a new script. We are going to go to UI, and we're going to go to create a new script, settings, and I think, yeah, it settings buttons, or yeah, settings buttons, because we are going to be putting all the functionality for the buttons here on this script. And I need to add two libraries, or yeah, so I libraries here. One is using Unity engine.ui, so I can accept the UI. And yeah, I don't think I will need the other one. I was thinking about so the TMP text, and I don't think I need to change the text. So And the first thing that I'm going to add is buttons. So here, serialized field, private, and I'm going to create a variable for each button and create private button. And this button could be a resume or resume button. And I'm going to just create this 4 times. We need one for restart, we need one for main menu button, and we need one for quit. And we're going to need two sliders here. So I'm going to put serialized field, private slider, and I need a slider for music slider, and we need another one for field, private slider, and sound effects slider. So yeah, we have every. Let me get this. Yeah, we have everything that we need as variables go here. So yeah, so let's just create void start. We're going to be assigning the functions, or we're going to create functions, and then we're going to be assigning them at start. So for the resume button, I'm going to say here prep void resume button, and this is going to be a function. Here I don't need this. I'm going to say here, let's just copy for now. We need 4 for the restart part here. We need 1 for the main menu button, and we need 1 for quit, and we need 1 for music slider, and 1 for sound effect slider here. Okay, so we have all the functions that we need, and at the beginning, or at start, I'm going to say here resume button, for example, resume button on click. I'm going to do something. I'm going to add listener for on click, and I'm going to say, okay, do whatever is on this on resume button. And I'm going to do the same for the other ones. So on restart, I'm going to add on click, add listener, and I'm going to do the same here, restart button here, and the same for the main menu button, on click, add listener, and that's basically the same for every button, but the only difference is what goes in those functions that we're going to write after we finish doing this. So we need another button, that's quit button, that on click that add listener, and it's going to be the quit button. And the sliders work a little bit different. So instead of on click, they are on value changed, and on value changed, they're going to be doing this. Music slider, or no, what I need is music slider, this function here. And on value changed is throwing an error. So non-invocable member slider on value change cannot be used like a method. So yeah, what I could do instead is I wouldn't need them. Yeah, I could do this for the buttons only, and I wouldn't need this here. Yes, and I can make this public. Yeah, these are all publics. And yeah, I'm just going to make so yeah, for the resume or resume button would be like saying the same as pressing escape. So let's see how this works. I think on the UI manager, if I press space or escape, sorry, I'm going to search where I had my other yeah, where I was pausing my game before. Like I have a script, but I'm using the pause, so I maybe want to just link that script to the other one that I'm making right now. And this could be on game manager, maybe on the game manager. And keycode that's escape. And yeah, I think I can do everything here. Good luck, upgrade. Let's see, I'm just reading this. So here, I'm just checking UI manager, that instance, that upgrade menu activity. Yeah, so instead of doing this, I want to, okay, if this is open, then doesn't matter. So yeah, I want to make this, instead of being here, I want to make this function here, public void pause on pause, and or rather dot pause, and then I'm going to copy all of that here, and I'm going to put this here again. I will pause, but that's going to make us be able to call this from the resume button. So basically game manager, that instance, that toggle pause, and it should work the same. So let's just try this. So the settings button, or sorry, the resume button would be the only one that's working, but before it works, it needs to be assigned here on the UI manager, or on the, so I want to have the settings button on the UI manager, and I'm going to put this resume button on here. So let's see what happens. And before that, I want to deactivate this menu, so I can later just press escape. If I press escape, the game seems to be paused. Let's just check that everything's working as intended. So I can go to the player, player here, and it seems to be working correctly because no enemies spawning. I can press escape again, and it's working just as intended. And if I press space escape again, I can do this with the resume button. So yeah, it's we have the resume button working correctly. So here I'm going to go to the resume button, and it's working just right. So what else do we need? We need the restart button here, or well, let's just first assign to, let's just close this. Let's close this, and let's go here on UI manager, on resume button. I think it's yeah, here I can say restart button. I can assign it here. So let's just open this for a while we assign these buttons here. So this is the restart button. This is the menu button. So the main menu button, and this is the main button one. So we didn't actually change the name on this one, and it's actually the quit button. The quit button, and let's go back to the UI manager and assign this. And for the sliders, we are going to need to assign this manually here. So basically on value change, this you're not going to see it. It's here. Yeah, so on value change, I want to create a new like a new event here. That's going to take the UI manager, and it's going to do something. So basically I want to grab the script here and say Okay, we have a variable that we created before. That's called. That's called. I don't think it's showing here. Oh yeah, it's because it's on settings buttons. So this is the music slider. So this is music slider. It's music slider here, and we're going to do exactly the same for uh, this settings, or sorry, the sound effects. So we drag the UI manager, and we're going to settings buttons and sound effects slider instead of music slider. Now I want to save here. I saved, and I will use this now here on settings menu, and we have we haven't done anything. We just assigned this the new functionality. So now I think this I could just simplify to one line here, and that's enough. And now I can say the restart here. It's going to be scene manager. That's basically a script that I created. That's from my template instance that load, or let's just check that the script from my template. That's the scene manager. Scene manager, and we have here restart scene. So I think I can use this one. Just instance that restart scene here. That restart scene, and we can do the same with this one. We can simplify it to one line. One line, so it's easier to read. And well, the main menu button is going to take us to it's going to take us to the main menu. So for now, we don't have the main menu done. So we're going to put this debug.log. And it's going to get us to the main menu. I'm going to put everything capitalized. Get us to the main menu. So we can later go back and write and we can get the scene and go to that scene when we press this. But now we don't have it, so we're just doing this, sending a message. And quit button, I'm going to say here application that quit, and that's basically going to allow us to just quit the game to the desktop. Quit, and yeah. And for the music sliders, we're going to do something else, but first let's just check that the restart button is working. And here we can see that we have the buttons, but the last button here, it's called main menu as well, and we actually need to rename this to quit to desktop, I think. Quit to desktop. Yeah, that's going to be the name, and I can save here, and let's just try here after yeah, let's just do this. Okay, here, so it's working. I can press escape. This is going to resume. So basically, like pressing escape again. I can go to main menu, but I can say here, get us to main menu. And maybe the text, it's so small, but it says here, get us to main menu. And when I press restart, it's going to restart the scene. But the restart also has to do something, because I can't just say like, yeah, I can't just say like, okay, get me to another scene, because the game is still paused. So what I have to do is say here, let's go to the yeah, where are we starting? Here. So on the restart button, I'm going to add this again, like I'm going to make this so we can write more than one line. And before we restart, I want to make that time scale back to 1 again. And that should fix the thing that we had here. So yeah, let's just try now. I'm going to put my face back again. And yeah, let's just try. So now if we restart, yeah, the game is as intended. Like everything's working, just normal. And when we quit, it's not going to work because it's not going to work on on Unity. But when we make this game like an executable, like a playable game, it's going to work. So yeah, I'm thinking about making the sliders now. Yeah, making the sliders. So when the music slider, what should happen? So I have some audio managers that I wrote before that are going to be affected by this. But the only thing that I need to do now is saving the values. Or for now, yeah, let's just display debug that log, new value or music new volume. It's equal to the music slider. Oh, and I don't have the music slider, so I need that again. Serialized field, serialized field, private, and I need a slider, music slider, and basically the same, but for the sound effect slider. Sound effects slider. And let me just check that I have PTSD now about the stream. I want to see if everything is working. Yeah, I think everything's working. Yeah, just right. Yeah. Okay. So now I will see now here that I have to assign here on the UI manager. I need to assign both the music slider here, and I don't know why it's not reflecting here. Yeah, we're in settings button. I don't know why it's not showing. All compilers errors needs to be fixed before. Okay, so I have a compiler error. Where is it? Here. Oh yeah, here, because we don't have the music slider. Music slider that value. And I'm going to say the same here. But for the other variable, that's sound effects. Sound effects. New volume is going to be sound effects slider that value. And let's play and see if it's working. And okay, so now we have these sliders, and it says, yeah, null reference because we didn't assign it, so it's throwing an error because there was nothing assigned there. And let's I assigned them, and I'm going to try again. Okay, now yeah, it's working. So you can see, but it's difficult to read. These are the new values that I'm assigning here when I move this. So what I have to do now is passing and storing those values. So next time you play, for example, you play the game, you assign the values, and then you close it. The next time you open the game, it's going to be reassigning those values, so you don't have to change them again. So how do we do that? We are going to go to UI manager we can close, game manager 2, scene manager 2, and timer display and timer formatter are going to be closed too. So I need to open the save manager where we are handling what happens when we want to save. So music, SFX music volume. Okay, I'm going to change this from to a 1 or a 0.5 as a default. So that's half of the volume, 0.5 F. And okay, if we don't have any data, we're going to be storing it like this. And how do we do this? We are going to SFX volume, this bloom. We're not using any post processing, but this is for when we use it. And for now, I just want to go to the save manager and say here like I think I can change this because okay, if loaded data it's not null, then I don't need to do any of this. If it's not null, then data it's going to be loaded data. And then I can change this here too. So yeah, if music volume is, I can simplify this. So basically we don't need it. So if affected equal music, then data that music volume is going to be volume. And then I need to change this or call this function from the settings button, the settings buttons. So I'm going to say save manager here, manager instance, that's save. And I need two variables here. One is the volume, that's going to be music slider that value, and the other one is the string affected. So in this case is going to be music and the other one is going to be effects. So here is music, and we can copy this one, or yeah, let's just do it from scratch. Save manager, so that way we don't get errors. Instance, let's save, or we avoid miswriting something or leaving a variable that was written before. So sound effects slider that value equal comma effects, and we should have on the audio manager here another script here. Let me wait until it loads, and I'll open this new script. And here we have function. So maybe instead of assigning the values there, we could have to set music volume here, and we are going to be accepting a float volume, and we are going to do the same here, float volume, and this is going to be like this, and this is going to be like this. And instead of calling it from here, I want to make this here on the audio manager. So music volume, music slider. Oh, so we didn't have the music slider here. Oh, but we have the volume here. So volume. And we're doing the same, but for the effects here. So we're just cutting this and pasting it here. And it's the same here, actually. Volume. And okay, let's just save. And instead of calling that, we are going to call the other thing. So audio manager, that instance dot set music volume, and it's going to be music slider that value. We can delete this And here we don't need the debug.log because we already checked that it's working. Audio manager, that instance, that set effect volume. And here we're going to use the sound effect slider, that value. Okay, so we changed it and we changed the value and we save it. And then it reflects on the audio manager. And I also want to do something. I want to have on the game manager here. Maybe I should store some of these variables here, but I'm not sure. So yeah, at the beginning, we are checking if these audios are matching or yes, we're assigning this. And that's okay for now, but we don't have any music or audio, so we'll just have to wait until we put them to try them. So we have this one, we have quick to menu, we have music slider, restart, and SFX slider, and that's the settings menu. So I can drag this task from doing to done, and we can go to the to our GitHub and say here, okay, here I'm going to say settings menu, basic functionality, settings menu functionality, the music, the volumes haven't been tested because there is no audio files in game yet. And the main menu button is just logging a message because the main menu is not yet done. Is not done yet. So commit to main here, switch to origin, and I'm going to be here. I'm going to be right back. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'm here again, and let's just keep working on this. Okay, main menu here. Main menu. So what the main menu should have, let's go here and do one. So main menu, let's check on the scenes. Let's on the scenes here. We have the scenes here. So we're working on this main prototype scene, but we also have a main menu scene. So we're just going to be adapting that scene to what we have now. So we're going to file, build settings. We have to put the main menu like in a different order. So the main menu scene comes first. Then instead of the main scene, we are going to be dragging the other scene that we're working in. That's the main prototype scene. So we don't need this one. I'm going to remove that. And that way, we can actually go to our settings. Yeah, here on the settings button. And instead of logging a message, we're going to say here scene manager that instance that load or scene. Let's see, what do we have here on the save? This is the save manager. I'm going to open the scene manager, go to the definition, and we have some functions here. So basically change scene by ID, and that's the one that we're going to use. Change scene, and the index is 0 because it's our first scene. So that should be leading us to to that scene. And let's see if this works on the main prototype scene. Let's just press play. I press escape and I go main menu, and yeah, it's opening the main menu. Now I need to actually do the main menu, and the main menu should have some should have the settings, the play, and yeah, just a quit. So a basic, a really basic main menu. So let's go to our main menu scene. So here on main menu scene, we're going to change these buttons for something more, something better. And we are going to use the main camera as, well, we can use the canvas here to make another image here on the UI image. And it should be the background image. It's going to be expanding on all the directions and stuff. I want to put this canvas on. I want to make this canvas not constant pixel size like you can see here. It's constant pixel size. I want it to scale with screen size. So I'm going to change this to 120, 1920 by 1080. So we have a better resolution, a better reference resolution. And yeah, let's just drag this to behind, and we are going to change that according to the color palette that we have here. So basically we're going to put this color here, paste on here, and basically do the same with the with the buttons. So we are making these buttons be 150 height and 440 width. We are making them the text on them have a padding of 10 on each side, and they are auto sizing, so they're expanding as much as they can. And this button is going to be called play. Has I don't know why it's showing like that, but I'm going to go to 2D mode here. I'm going to search this button, and I'm going to put this from the center is okay. So I'm going to put this a little bit like this, and I don't know why the text is not showing up. Oh, so the auto size here is minimum to, I want to set the minimum to 14, and I want to, yeah, so first I have to set the max, so maybe the max could be 70, and the minimum could be 20. and I think I can go over that, and it's getting higher. Yeah, it's not going to get like, I want to limit this to maybe 100 or maybe 80. And yeah, I want to change this. I'm going to delete the other button, and I'm going to duplicate this one, and I'm going to create two other buttons from this, using this one as a base. Popsai, hello. How are you doing? We are doing. We're making a game in 10 days. This is day 6, and we are currently making some UI for the game. We have the basic functionalities going. The game it looks awful, but we have some models for basically all the enemies and the turret as well. I'm going to show you right now what we have, and I think we're going to be able uh, to publish, or yeah, to finish the game in the time that we have. So basically, today's day 6, so we have Monday, Tuesday, yeah, so Monday through Thursday to complete the game. So yeah, let me just show you what we have. So basically, we have a timer that's on the bottom of the screen. We have the experience is going to be displayed on top, and this all the UI here is going to be redesigned, but we have some models here. We are rotating faster, and you can see which projectile you're going to shoot next based on the color that's displayed on the turret. And as you can see too, we changed the how this the turret looks, because now it has another color and it has an actual model, and it's not just a cube. Yeah, that's what we have for now, and it's not that fun because there's no feedback for your actions like game use or anything. So that has to we're going to be doing that maybe the next day, or on day 7 or on day 8. So yeah, that's what we have, and we're going back to the main menu because that's what we are doing now. So yeah, we have some buttons here. I want to go to the canvas, and I want to make this button instead of so yeah, I duplicated that button, the play button. I duplicated it, and I'm making all the buttons from that one. So I need to have a settings button here, settings button. Yeah, settings instead of settings here, and I'm going to duplicate this one, and I'm also going to create another button that's called quit button, so we can exit the game. Okay, so play button. I'm going to put this play button on a little bit like 150 maybe. I'm going to put the settings button on the middle of the screen, and maybe minus 150 for this other one. And we need some more spacing, so I'm going to put the assign more, maybe a 20 spacing here, and 20 spacing here, adding and subtracting to their y, and maybe a little bit more, maybe 175, and minus 175. And let me just change the text here, so I can put here as settings here, and here on the quit button I can put quit. And that's enough buttons for our UI. And let's make it look a little bit better, because now maybe just let us make this like 500 width. And as they are just 3 buttons, I'm going to make them way bigger, so 600 maybe, or 700 by 200 maybe. And we are going to just make this 25 more. Yeah, maybe if we add 50 or 75 here, and we are adding or subtracting here minus 75, it's going to look a little bit better. It's still we have to redesign all the UI here. So we are just making the functionality, and we want to have all the things that are needed, but the designs are still going to be redesigned. So there's no need to worry if the things are going to, if things are looking bad right now, because we're going to redesign them, or at least the UI. The enemies are going to stay like they are, and we'll see what we do about the turret if we have time. Okay, so we have the play, the settings, and the quit button, and we need the on the canvas. We're going to assign here on the UI. We're going to create a new script, and I'm going to call it main menu buttons. And basically, that's going to control our functionality for all these buttons. And why do we have an error here? It says here the namespace global namespace already considered. Oh, okay. I think I made a script that has the same name as one that I already created. So if I delete this, there should be a script on my project that's already called that, so we can use it for that. So here on play, maybe on canvas, yeah, the canvas already has main menu buttons script, so we just have to, yeah, on main menu scene, same script here. So yeah, basically play, we are going to play, we're going to change the scene, and instead we're going to pass that function an index, and on here on public void settings, I'm going to say here let's just create another variable, serialize field, private, and we need a game object that's going to be called settings menu here, and here I'm just going to say okay, settings toggle. I'm going to call this settings toggle. I'm going to say, okay, settings menu, if I press this button, if settings menu, or no, I can do something better. I can say settings menu active, set active, and I'm going to say settings menu dot active self. So I get the state of activity of this settings menu, and I can say, okay, give me the inverse. So if it's open, I want to close it, and if it's closed, I want to open it. So yeah, this should be public. All of this should be public, and let's just assign this to our buttons. And I think I should do something else before. Have to go on void start, and for each one of these, I could assign these buttons here instead of on the buttons. I could put here the buttons, and now I can, yeah, I need the play button. I'm going to need two more buttons, the settings button and the quit button. And basically I'm going to do here the play button, and I'm going to add on click. So on click, I'm going to do something. I want to add a listener. So what's going to happen when I press this? It's going to call the function that we have here. That's called play. And I'm going to do the same for the settings menu. So on click, I'm going to add a listener, and I'm going to say here, okay, I want you to do the settings toggle when I call you. And the last one is going to be for the quit button. And on click, I'm going to add listener. Say here, okay, do the exit, I think, or quit. So yeah, that's we only have to assign those buttons now, so they for them to work. And we are going to need a settings menu, so we can control the other things that happen. Okay, so here I'm going to just assign, let's just change the colors on these buttons. So I want to change them for something like this. We have our palette or our color palette here. So I want to change all these buttons to this, and their text should be, let's just grab all their texts, and the text color should be the background. So they look like this. And I want these buttons to be like a little bit brighter when they are highlighted. So the normal color is going to be -30 on each. Yeah, 225, 225, and unhighlighted it's going to be 255, 255, 255. So I can do this, like if I press play right now, it's going to be like this. You see, when it's highlighted, or when I'm over them, hovered, it's going to be highlighting them. Okay, so here now I have the buttons and I have to assign them now. So the play button is, you can see here, but I'm going to be assigning the stuff here. Play button here, settings button here, and the quit button here. And the settings menu is going to be assigned there too, but we don't have the settings menu, so that's what we are doing right now. So I'm going to create something new. That's going to be the settings menu. So on the settings menu, what do I want to do? I want to create a UI here, image, and this image is going to extend, like cover all the space on screen, and it's going to have another background. I think I could use some of my my other colors here, and I think I could use maybe, yeah, this one is going to work. Okay, yeah, so I want this color instead, and I'm going to paint this of this color. And the buttons here, I just want two. I just want to want you to be able to change the music and the settings or sound effects volume. So that's what I'm going to do here. Yeah, so I'm going to just go to the other scene that we have. That's the playing scene. This is the main menu. So yeah, it's called main prototype scene. And I'm going to the managers. I'm going to UI manager, canvas, and I want to copy the same thing that we have here for our other scene. And I'm going back to the main menu scene. I'm going to the canvas, on image. I want to just press Ctrl B and make this a child of it. So this is the, yeah, I think I can use this and I don't need the image. So I can change here what I need or what I don't need. So yeah, basically here, instead of making it from scratch, we are just going to reuse the functionality that we did before. So we are not going to be needing a restart here because this is the main menu. We're not going to need a main menu button because this, again, this is the main menu. So we are just going to be closing and opening this, and a resume button is not going to be necessary. The quit to desktop we already have in other part. So we are going to just need these things. And the settings, yeah, I think I can leave that as it is. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Maybe 600 by 100. I think that's okay. Yes, I think that's okay. Let's let's make this 80. Max size is going to be 80, and let's move this a little bit to the top, like yeah, minus 275 for this. And I think I can do the same for this one. So basically I'm going to increase their size 600 by 100, and I'm going to make them a little bit like this, like put them a little bit closer to the top. Yeah, so minus 400 here, and I'm going to just put this music slider like this here. Maybe I can make it a little bit wider, 600, so we have better control. And maybe, yeah, I think I could just put this right around here. It would be okay, and we can make this with we can make the same with the sound effects. So sound effect slider is here. Should be 600 by, yeah, 600 here, and this SFX style text is going to be 602 by 100, so it's way bigger. Okay, so we need to make this a little bit, put this a little bit closer to the top. I think that's okay, like 600 maybe, minus 600, and the music slider is going to be, for example, if this one and the music title is in 400, then the music slider is minus 90. So if this is one is 600, then I need this to be 600 minus 690. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to just put the volumes text a little bit higher. Yeah, like here could be minus 250. And that's okay for now. I think the functionality is what matters here, and I don't know if we have it here because it was assigned to the UI before, so I can just use the same script that we had for that we were using on the other scene, and we can paste it here. So the settings button could be assigned here, and I'm going to just put the the music sliders here, and the SFX sliders here, and it should work just fine. So now we have settings menu. This is align. Yes, it's align, and I need some way to get out of here, like get out of the settings menu, so I can just make that it closes with escape, and it also should close with another button. So I'm going to put another button here, create another button here that's going to be closing this menu. Oh, so here on UI, I'm going to put a button, button. Where is it? Button text match pro, and for now, it's going to be called a return button here, and it's going to be maybe 200 by 200. And for now, it's going to be just this ugly sign. So yeah, I have to make this outsize, and for now it's going to work, but it's not going to look really good. Okay, so make this like an arrow that points us back, and later we're going to be changing this for an icon that looks better. And I'm going to change this for this color. Yeah, I think this color. Or no, I think I should make. Yeah, I think that color is going to be just fine. So I'm going to use this color. And for the text, I need to make the text the color of the background. And now I can just drag this this here, and make the anchor to be on other position. Let's just change this on. Let's just grab this here, T, and make this be a little bit, have a little bit of padding. So maybe 50 padding here, plus 50. So 150 here, and we are here 100, so 152 here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Return button. So this button should be making something on click. So I'm covering it but this is going. I'm going to add something here, an event, and what I want to do is basically just assign this settings button or settings menu, and I'm going to make this settings button or sorry game object, and I'm going to say here set active, and I want to set this active, and I don't want to check this because I want this to be false. So when I say here deactivate this, I can assign this settings menu background to here, and now when I press play, or sorry, when I press the settings button here, it should open. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, I think that maybe is because I have on these buttons, on all these buttons, I have events here. Yeah, so I have these events that I have to eliminate. These ones too, and quit button too. And now that I save, I can see that it's working just right. So yeah, settings here, and it's opening this, and it's giving me a message, an error message that's saying null reference exception, object reference not set to an instance of an object. So I forgot to open something. So where is it? Resume button. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Let's just check. Oh yeah. So we don't want to be doing this. If I'm going to put a conditional here, we only want to do this in case that resume button is not null, because we are reusing the script for a part that we are not assigning these buttons. So we're using just one part. So we must check if they are null before making anything with them. Because if they are not existing, then it's going to generate an error. So we are just null checking for each of these buttons here. Main menu or quit button here, Yeah, it's not null. So that's going to solve the problem that we had. And we have 15 minutes left of stream. So I think that we can finish this task, this task, and pause the extra functionality, main menu button, change the volume, store the music, sound effects. Resume. I think we already did this, so that's one less task. And tomorrow tomorrow we're not going to be streaming. So Monday we're going to be redesigning the UI, animating the bad boss, and then adding more tasks that are related to the game use. So the game is way more fun because now it's functional but not yet fun. So yeah, I'm going to just try one more time on the settings here. Yeah, settings, and it's not giving us any errors. We can change the sliders and it should be working just fine. And for example, I could go and close this and it's working. This is not going to work yet because we are on Unity, and this should work too. Okay, if I want to go back to the main menu, we can do that, and the settings menu, and this is working just fine. The only thing that's not working is this is not updating. So what I want to do is go here and the settings menu, and at start, if sliders are not music slider, it's not null, I want to do something. So basically what I want to do is say like, okay, do we have a save here? And I want to say here data, or data container, and I'm going to call this loaded data equal save manager dot instance dot load. And okay, if loaded data it's not null, then I want to make something. I want to do something. So basically I want to check here. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, here I want to say if this is not null, then I'm going to be assigning music slider dot value is going to be loaded data dot how is this called? Music volume. Yeah, music volume. And if sound effects slider, it's not null, not null. I want to do the same, but for the sound effects slider. So I'm modifying the value and loaded data equal dot sound effects as sound effects volume. Yeah, here. And in the case that's not initialized, I want to say here else. I'm going to copy this on the top, on top. So selecting these things here, copying here. I'm going to format this correctly, and instead of assigning the music slider value to loaded data, we are going to be assigning this to the default value of our sliders. That's 0.5. So yeah, 0.5 and 0.5 f, and let's see if this now is as it should. Okay, yes, let's press play. Let's change the settings here, and I think that it's working just fine. And let's see if we restart the game, these values should be on the middle roughly. And no, it's not on the middle because we have to make something. We still have to make something. So on the main menu buttons, we are not assigning anywhere this these music sliders. So these music sliders should be assigned on here maybe. Let's just check on the canvas. Yeah, settings menu, quit buttons. So yeah, I think I need to add to here this canvas thing here. Yeah, and on this canvas, I'm going to access the main menu buttons, and I'm going to say here, is it the main menu buttons? No, I don't need that. I need another thing. What I need is on the settings, instead of the canvas, the settings menu background. And what I want to access is the settings button. That's going to allow us to use the music slider and the sound effects slider. That's here. So this is the sound effects slider, and I need to assign the settings menu background to the other event, so I can use the settings button. And this time I'm going to use the music slider for function for the music slider here on the UI. Let's press play and see what happens now. We have 8 minutes left, so probably if this is done, I'm going to use commit to end the stream. So yeah, I'm going to use change these values here, and next time when I reset this, this should be roughly on the center. Yeah, and this is working. So we are going to just save here. Yeah, everything's saved, and I'm going to put here settings menu, or rather main menu. Main menu or functional main menu plus with settings yeah, with settings. And that's I think enough for our description. Let's commit and push to origin. And we were able to complete everything for today. Tomorrow we have to, the next time we stream, that's going to be Monday. We are going to be adding more tasks that are going to be doing the game more fun. And I was thinking of making what we have for this game at this point public for you. So yeah, maybe I'm going to be posting in the community or on this description of this when I re-upload this stream. Maybe I'm going to be just letting you play the game on Edge, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe we are going to be doing that on Monday. Just I just wanted to let you know. For everyone that was here on the stream, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you. And yeah, this is the second part of the stream, because the stream I when I was streaming before, like it could before we could end the stream, like 3 hours or 3 hours and a half into the stream, and now this is the second part after I started streaming again. But yeah, thank you for joining. If you joined before or to the second part, it was so fun to be here developing with you. And if you couldn't join the stream, you can see the re-uploaded after. So yeah, bye bye and see you next time.